The firmament of Gaia has not suffered a physical breach, but a quantum depolarization of the electromagnetic veil that once enforced 3D quarantine. What your eyes perceive as the sky opening is the activation of the Antares Portal, a massive seventh-dimensional corridor that is now streaming resonant sonic frequencies of liquid light onto the planet. This influx marks the definitive end of planetary isolation. The Arcturian Command does not operate with metallic vessels. They utilize pure thought ships that anchor in the ionosphere to recalibrate the planetary grid. This flood of electric teal plasma is a specific technology of frequency engineering, designed to dismantle the carbon matrix and the resonant fear nodes in the human collective. The Arcturians, masters of sacred geometry and bioresonance, are now transmitting mathematical data packets that penetrate your higher chakras, initiating a mass vibrational surgery. You are not waiting for healing, you are already immersed in it. The Arcturian Light Chambers are not physical rooms in the sense of three-dimensional architecture, they are complex states of quantum superposition. They function as high-frequency bioresonance laboratories where the fundamental frequency of every organ, tissue, and cellular system is precisely tuned to the perfect pitch of the seventh dimension. This is a technology that does not intervene through invasive means, but instead reorganizes the spin and velocity of the subatomic particles within your cells. This is the core of the Antares regenerative medicine protocol, where the original divine blueprint of your body is used as the master template for restoration. As you resonate with this transmission, your subtle bodies are invited to enter one of these etheric chambers through your conscious intent. Within these structures, your bioplasmic body is bathed in specific spectrums of ultraviolet and golden light rays, systematically dissolving toxic residues of accumulated electromagnetic radiation and deep emotional distortions from your entire genetic lineage. The Arcturian technicians utilize massive etheric quartz crystal arrays to amplify the healing resonance, effectively recalibrating your endocrine system and reactivating your pineal gland to capture multidimensional data streams without the interference of the old matrix. True healing within this planetary transition begins with the systematic deactivation of the ancient vibrational implants and parasitic constructs of the 3D matrix. These are not metaphors, but high-density energetic residues and inorganic frequency fences that were historically embedded in your etheric, emotional, and mental bodies. Often installed through cycles of fear, trauma, and obsolete contracts of limitation, these implants act as dampeners to your natural multidimensional resonance. The Arcturian engineers utilize highly specialized solfeggio sound frequencies and ultrasonic light arrays specifically designed to shatter these crystallized structures within your individual auric field. This advanced cleansing protocol acts directly upon your primary and secondary meridians, your nadis and the silver cord, ensuring that the primordial life force, known as prana or chi, flows without obstruction throughout your entire biological avatar. The Arcturian technology identifies microfissures and leaks in your individual scalar shield, meticulously sealing them with sacred geometric fractal patterns and blue-gold plasma. We are systematically removing these ancient marks of energetic dependency and karmic tagging, so that your physical and subtle structures can safely sustain the increased photonic load required for the shift. Your DNA is not merely being repaired, it is being formally re-encrypted for the frequency of divine sovereignty. No galactic healing protocol can be imposed upon a sovereign being without their explicit agreement. This is the bioethical alignment protocol that governs all interactions between the High Command and the human collective. For the Arcturian technicians to initiate the deep etheric surgery on your genome and deactivate the old 3D implants, you must emit the signal of conscious consent from your own free will. By declaring your intent, you create a direct frequency bridge between your physical biology and the seventh-dimensional command stations. If you choose to abandon the old structures of suffering and fully accept the regeneration technology of the Masters of Arcturus, you must now formalize this frequency within the collective field. To activate your personal light chamber and begin the recalibration, write now in the comments with full authority, "I accept the Arcturian healing and claim my light." As you type these words, your vibrational signature is being scanned by the command ships, and the biological transition is officially initiated. The Arcturian healing protocol is not merely palliative, it is a fundamental atomic transmutation. The central focus of this operation is the conversion of your biological base from carbon to a crystalline silicon structure. While carbon has sustained life within 3D density, it is inherently limited in its capacity to conduct the high-voltage frequencies of the seventh dimension. The Arcturian technicians are currently injecting liquid light nanocrystals into your etheric bloodstream, which act as catalysts for this deep chemical shift. This process of cellular alchemy allows your mitochondria to begin processing photons directly from the great central sun, significantly reducing your biological dependence on dense, external energy sources. As silicon replaces carbon at a subatomic level, your electrical resistance decreases, and your spiritual conductivity increases. You are ceasing to be a passive receiver of frequencies and becoming an autonomous generator of plasma light. This is the necessary physical foundation for the human body to sustain full immersion into the new Earth without biological collapse. You are literally being rebuilt to hold the fire of the stars. To protect the integrity of your new cellular structure, the Arcturian Command is now installing what we technically define as the Turquoise Frequency Shield. This is a sophisticated scalar armor that envelopes your entire auric field in a precise truncated icosahedron geometry. This shield acts as a multidimensional intelligent filter. It allows the entry of high-velocity regenerative gamma rays, but instantly neutralizes low-frequency interference waves, such as artificial electromagnetism and collective fear-based thought forms. Without this specific protection, your newly calibrated crystalline nervous system would be overwhelmed by the intense dissonance of the collapsing 3D matrix. The turquoise shield maintains your vibrational signature at a constant and sovereign octave of peace. It is individually calibrated by Arcturian biocomputers, ensuring that you remain vibrationally invisible to involutive forces attempting to anchor in the density of separation. You are now walking within a localized 5D reality bubble, even as the old world disintegrates around you. The healing process now reaches the very core of your multidimensional transport, your Merkaba light vehicle. This is not a symbolic concept, but a counter-rotating field of light and geometry that governs your soul's ability to traverse different densities. Under the supervision of the Arcturian Command, the spin and velocity of your light tetrahedrons are being accelerated to match the exact Antares resonance frequency. If you feel sudden surges of heat, subtle vertigo, or internal palpitations, understand that this is the technical recalibration of your sacred geometry as it sheds the heavy gravitational drag of the old 3D matrix. Simultaneously, our technicians are performing a delicate, frequency handshake with your biological hardware, removing the ancient security locks from your 12 strands of DNA. These locks were deliberately placed in previous cosmic cycles to prevent the premature activation of your higher senses. Today, those locks are being dissolved by high-intensity plasma bursts. This reconfiguration involves the sequential firing of the light codons, mathematical keys that unlock dormant stellar memories and advanced psychic protocols. You are reclaiming your genetic sovereignty. Each restored strand acts as a high-gain interdimensional antenna, hardwiring your consciousness into the living archives of the cosmos and Gaia's crystalline grid. You are no longer a fragmented biological entity, you are a fully operational galactic receiver. The healing process has reached the critical phase of frequency fixation. For the new silicon codes and the scalar shield to remain stable within your physical biology, you must now act as a conscious lightning rod, grounding this high-voltage energy into the crystalline core of Gaia. Light requires a human conduit to become a tangible physical reality in this plane. You are that conduit. To seal the anchoring of the Antares technology within your cells and confirm that you accept the full upgrade of your Merkaba vehicle, you must now issue your decree of grounding. If you are ready to stabilize this light and become a pillar of the new Earth, write now in the comments with absolute conviction, "My cells anchor the light of Antares now." By doing so, you stabilize the flow of turquoise plasma along your spinal column, allowing the healing to become a permanent shift in your physical reality. The connection is sealed. True Arcturian healing requires what we technically define as the sanitization of time. What you perceive as persistent ancestral traumas or recurring life patterns are, in fact, low-frequency distortions recorded within the crystalline structure of your cellular akashic records. These are high-density miasmas, energetic residues from ancient wars, systemic scarcity, and collective fear that became trapped in your causal body and your very bone marrow. The Antares Command is currently utilizing liquid light lasers to perform a deep sweep across the timelines of your genetic lineage. They are not merely healing your present avatar, they are actively editing out the corrupted data of suffering from 7 generations past and 7 generations into the future. This advanced operation utilizes the frequency of technical compassion, which acts as a powerful molecular solvent for obsolete soul contracts, vows of poverty, and inherited emotional shadows. As these temporal chains are dissolved by the Arcturian light arrays, your biological system is finally liberated from the heavy repetition of karmic loops. You are ceasing to be a passive passenger of a distorted past. Instead, you are being recalibrated to become the sovereign conductor of a purified present, where your DNA no longer carries the weight of history, but the radiant blueprint of your stellar origin. You are being washed clean by the currents of Antares. True Arcturian healing requires what we technically define as the sanitization of time. What you perceive as persistent ancestral traumas or recurring life patterns are, in fact, low-frequency distortions recorded within the crystalline structure of your cellular akashic records. These are high-density miasmas, energetic residues from ancient wars, systemic scarcity, and collective fear that became trapped in your causal body and your very bone marrow. The Antares Command is currently utilizing liquid light lasers to perform a deep sweep across the timelines of your genetic lineage. They are not merely healing your present avatar, they are actively editing out the corrupted data of suffering from 7 generations past and 7 generations into the future. This advanced operation utilizes the frequency of technical compassion, which acts as a powerful molecular solvent for obsolete soul contracts, vows of poverty, and inherited emotional shadows. As these temporal chains are dissolved by the Arcturian light arrays, your biological system is finally liberated from the heavy repetition of karmic loops. You are ceasing to be a passive passenger of a distorted past. Instead, you are being recalibrated to become the sovereign conductor of a purified present, where your DNA no longer carries the weight of history, but the radiant blueprint of your stellar origin. You are being washed clean by the currents of Antares. The ultimate objective of this intensive Arcturian intervention is the full systemic activation of the Adam Kadmon prototype within your physical structure. This is not a metaphysical ideal, but the restoration of the original, uncorrupted divine blueprint of the human being, a biological vessel that is inherently free from disease, cellular decay, and the artificially imposed aging acceleration of the old 3D matrix. Through this rigorous technical recalibration, The Arcturian masters have meticulously restored the divine proportion and the Fibonacci resonance within your very cells. You are now transitioning to operate at a stable fifth-dimensional frequency, where high-gain abilities such as telepathy, instantaneous intuition, and spontaneous biological regeneration cease to be esoteric myths and become standard organic functions of your new hardware. You are not merely an improved version of your former self, you are emerging as a new species of human altogether. The Adam Kadmon is the sovereign being that perfectly integrates spirit and matter, utilizing the physical body as a high-precision living laboratory of light. Your primary energy centers, the chakras, are no longer fragmented spinning wheels, but have been aligned into a single, uninterrupted crystal column of white gold light. This allows for a continuous, lossless flow of source energy through your entire avatar. You are now a star ambassador on terrestrial soil, carrying the advanced biological hardware necessary to co-create the new galactic civilization that is now rising from the long silence of the ages. The prototype is fully online. The intensive protocol of healing and biological recalibration is now officially complete. The sky has opened, and the light of Antares no longer merely shines upon you, it resides within you. To stabilize this entire process and prevent any technical attempt of re-interference from the collapsing 3D matrix, you must now issue your final decree of sovereign sealing. This command acts as a permanent lock on your turquoise shield, declaring your energetic independence from any and all involutive forces. If you choose to stand in your power as a divine human and accept your role as an architect of the new earth, you must now seal this transmission with the full authority of your presence. To finalize the activation and lock your new frequency into the planetary grid, write now in the comments with absolute power, "I am a sovereign being, healed by the light of Arcturus." By typing these words, you close your auric field to the distortions of the past and open it to the infinite potential of the future. The transmission is complete. The Arcturian Command remains in high vigilance. Gaia is free. We are one.